Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for the final episode in the league season of this Glory Hunter series. Things could be about to get a little messy. We're going to show you some fixtures and results of the games we've already played. We're also going to show you some of the PSG results as well, because we may be in a position to secure the league title. Let's get straight into it. And as we can see from the inbox notification we've received, our assistant manager, Johan Romero, has said that a good idea to have a team meeting, some words of encouragement as we can secure the league title. Now we'll show you the fixtures first of all. We'll show you. We left off with the game against Clermont. We then followed up with a 3-0 win against Bordeaux. Again, we made some changes to the team, brought in some players who haven't played an awful lot lately, and some of the first team regulars need a bit of a rest. We've come home with a 3-0 victory, which is very, very pleasing. As we see here, Glenovinder and Gutierrez combining, gets the ball back to Costa, and his strike in the 3rd minute opens the scoring. Gutierrez then whips in a free kick as the ball comes back to Fiade, bounces around a little bit. I'm not sure, I think it's Bergval is there to finish to make it 2-0. And in the 87th minute, Bucci combines with Bergval on the left hand side, and the left back cuts in on his right foot to make it 3-0. We then had our Europa League semi-final first leg against Brighton. We did come home with a 2-1 defeat. We'll show you the goals, of course, in this one very quickly. It all happened within the sort of 40 to 50th minutes, just before and just after half time. As you'll see, Bucci breaking down the right hand or down the left hand side as he crosses the ball back to Martinez, finds Baldanzi to open the score in the 41st minute. Just before half time, Barco then whips in a free kick. As the ball's headed forward by Van Heck, Alberto Navarro was there to head in. And just after half time, we see Joao Pedro and Bench combining to find Bononate, and he fires in to make it 2-1. So a disappointing first leg defeat. We are going to play the second leg very shortly. We're about to play against Lille, and this is where things are going to get interesting. So, as we played in the last game, we did beat Bordeaux, of course, 3-0 as we know. The PSG game before that, PSG drew with Havre FC, who are in 8th place. They drew 1-1, so we were able to extend our lead a little bit. Fast forward through the Bordeaux game, Lyon then played PSG, and they drew 2 each as well. So PSG dropping more points again, and as brings us up to where we are now. We're about to play Lille, of course, here in 5th place. Looking at the points, we are currently sitting 3 points ahead of PSG. PSG have 2 more games left to play. Including this game, we have 3. If we win this game, we will go 6 points ahead. So therefore, we will be. PSG can't pass us in terms of points. We'll still have 1 more point to pick up from the final 2 games. We do have the better goal advantage. So this game that we're about to play against Lille, according to the news article, we can secure the league title. So we're going to record the highlights of this game and potentially bring you that if we pick up a league title at the end of it. If not, we will just take a pause here. We will skip forward to the next game, and we will bring you the full highlights from that game, where if we win or draw, we will pick up a league title. So we're going to get straight into it. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We've had a bit of a thing going on. In the last match, we did record the highlights for the last game against Lille. We'll show you the goals from that game. We did win it 1-0. We'll show you the goal from Baldanzi, one of the finest goals I've seen in Football Manager in a long time. It did give us that 6-point advantage. We didn't pick up the league title at this stage. As we see, Baldanzi wins the ball here. Choi Sang-hee makes a nice little turn back inside. Pardon me. Finds a pass to Baldanzi, and his finish gives us the 1-0 win. So that gave us the 6-point advantage over PSG. If we look at the league table, PSG have played just earlier today. They did beat Sochaux 2-1. We are now about to play against Lyon, who are down in 15th place. They are still in a relegation scrap, so we need to be very careful with this game. But we should be beating them pretty easily. They've only won 5 games all season. We've lost and drawn. They've won 5 games. We've not won 5 games. We've won all the rest. So we're in a very, very good position. A point is absolute minimum we need here to secure a league title. We're absolutely in pole position for it. One last highlight just to show you as well before we go on. We did play the second leg of the Europa League semi-final against Brighton. We've come back with a 3-1 victory at home. We overcame them from a 2-1 deficit, 1-0 deficit. We were losing, and we've come back with the win there. As we see Sardella breaking down the right-hand side, goes all the way in on goal and fires in the 14th minute to get us back on level terms. Triade then finds Bucci, plays a lovely ball through to Winter, finds Choi Sang-hee, and absolutely drills a strike into the roof of the net just after half time. Brighton did get a goal back, gave us a bit of a scare and tie the game up at 3 each with Enciso in the 71st minute. But in the 90 plus 4th minute then, substitute Costa floats a big cross into the back post, completely missed by the defender. Choi Sang-hee's shot comes back off the crossbar, finds Thierry Costa, and he fires in the 4th minute of extra time to give us a 4-3 aggregate win and sees us into the final, where we will face Schalke, who also won 3-1 on the night to overcome a 1-0 deficit against Roma. So we will face Schalke in the final of the Europa League, potentially winning another competition in that game. We're going to make some changes here. We do have some fitness concerns, of course, as we seemingly always do. Going to bring Gutierrez in on the left wing. We'll bring in Everard. We'll bring in Bamba for Everard. We'll switch Comparsi to there. Maybe we bring in Ghilarducci. Maybe we put Sardella at centre back. Isn't as tall as Ghilarducci. Barely. We do have Vedad Alic back, coming back from his injury as well. We'll just keep him on the bench for now. We'll not bring Baldanzi in yet because Bergval is fully fit. Maybe we need to bring Bamba into defensive midfield. We'll bring Ghilarducci in the centre back. We'll keep it like so. We'll bring Hofbauer in for defensive cover. We'll keep a little eye on Kubarsi, and we'll bring Aubert in for left back as well. So this is Makoko. We'll give you a little bit of a rest as well. So this is a pretty strong team we're going with as well. Of course, some players in good form. Thierry Costa scoring a number of goals in recent games as well. He is in good spirits. If we can get a draw, Lon are 14th in the form table and in the table, and we are first in the form table and first in the league. I think actually Lon are 15th maybe. So this is a game we absolutely should be winning. We are the favourites here. This could secure a league title. Hopefully, all being well. Touch wood. Fingers crossed. All the rest. But this will be... PSG have 3 points left to play for. A draw here will see us with a 4-point advantage, obviously. We will then pick up the league title. Sardella takes the throw in. Looks for Ghilarducci. Plays inside for Bamba. He's looking for Winter. They go left to Gutierrez, who's having a go from distance. 15 minutes in, and Gutierrez finds the back of the net from distance. Maybe a little bit of poor goalkeeping there. As you see, Bamba moves it across to Winter. He's given a little bit too much space. Gutierrez peels off his man, and from what's that, about 23, 24 yards out, drills it underneath the goalkeeper to give us the lead. This is looking promising. I've mentioned before, the league challenge was not high on my priorities list for season 1. We got off to a pretty decent start. Gutierrez is in again. It's 2-0 within 20 minutes. Winning the league title was not a priority this season. It was very much, if we can have a go, we will, but it was not a concern. And we are about to pick up our first league title in France. We are also in 2 cup finals. This has been a very successful second season. 2-0 up, half an hour in. 2 assists from De Winter, 2 goals for Gutierrez. We are off to a flying start here. Bamba recovers the ball after initially losing tackle. Makes a big deep cross into the back. Bergvall can't win it. Costa with an effort on goal, but it's easy for the keeper. Bamba wins the header, looks for Tario, plays a lovely pass into Costa. It's a very good save from the goalkeeper. He's redeeming himself a little bit. Bergvall with the corner. Into the centre of the box. Kubarsi wins the loose ball. Comes back to somebody. A free kick now is Gutierrez. He's having a go. He's definitely having a go. And he scores. Get on! 3-0. That's his second hat-trick of the season since joining in January. That's a great free kick. Absolute postage stamp. Top bins. Right in the corner. Gutierrez with a hat-trick. An incredible performance. As Borja with a throw into Bangura. Looks for Borja again. Tries to play it forward, but the defender just stepped back and Kubarsi was just given too much space there. They're now progressing the ball through midfield. Looks right for Sardella. He's making a run up the left-hand side. He's cutting back to Bamba. Play a little bit of a 1-2. Bamba now finds Winter. Makes a nice turn. Gets to the byline. There's a penalty shout. Has anybody on my team not scored this season? I think everybody has got a goal. Do you know what? I know. I'm just being stupid. But I'm going to put Kuryakov in to take a penalty. Because he's the only outfield player from memory that hasn't scored for me this season. And here he is, the big Ukrainian. That's a good penalty. I know I'm just mocking the game now. It's a nice penalty from Kuryakov. Well played, well taken. He's the only player I know that I certainly can think in this first season, and of my outfield players, of my first 11, that has not scored a goal. So I'm making fun of the game. I'm just mocking the game now by doing that, but don't really care. So we're going to look to make some changes shortly. Coughlin takes the goal kick. Sardella wins the loose ball. Gets space to run into. Comes back to Tario. Finds Bergvall. Looks for Bamba. Winter tries to make the pass but couldn't get it. Picks up the loose ball and finds a shot come back off the foot of the post. I don't know if Bamba has scored for me actually. Maybe I should give him a shout. I feel like he has. I feel like he scored from a corner at some point. So we have everybody's playing really well. Let's bring in some players. Let's make some changes. We'll bring Alex back. He's back from his injury. Makoko, we'll bring you in up front. Baldanzi for Winter, yes. And one more. Who am I looking at? I do want to keep Tario in because he's having a good game. They bring Bucci in. They bring Kubarsi out actually. Bring Robert in the centre back. Getting a little bit unorthodox here. And we'll bring Bucci in there. So let's make 5 changes. 20 minutes to go. Let's make all 5 changes in the one shot. We're a little over 10 minutes left to go. We are 6 points clear of PSG. They cannot catch us. We have secured a league title. And here we go. We have won our first trophy in charge of OGC Nice. Very, very pleasing result, of course. Absolutely delighted to pick up another title. So, and that's another trophy. There's very few trophies left in this Glory Hunter series. And we'll get a little bit of a fanfare going here. Absolutely delighted. Take it all in, boys. Take it all in. Absolutely deserve this. It's been an incredible season. It really has. And little slip-ups from PSG certainly helped. And I'm not saying that we absolutely dominated the league. We were helped with all the results. PSG, of course, the only team to beat us this season. Congratulations. Happy with the performance. Enjoy your success. And so we have done it. We have won the league title, the first time in 5 or 6 seasons that Nice have done it. So absolutely thrilled and delighted with the result. The Winter set for a pay increase. Nice win Liga 4-0. Board are delighted. They just wanted us to challenge. We've raised up the title winning ranks. We have now picked up 6 league trophies. Praise from the supporters. Thank you very much. The board are happy. Gutierrez on form, of course, with that stunning hat-trick. And that is where we are at. So we do have one more league game left to play against Marseille. It's obviously the result of that doesn't matter. So we're going to take a little pause, skip forward, play the game, and then we'll be back to show you the goals from that match as well. We'll be back in just a second. And so we have played the final game of the season against Marseille. Unfortunately, didn't quite go our way. There is another team in the league to beat us this season, as we've come back with a 3-2 defeat. We did rotate the squad quite heavily, of course, as you would expect. Want to keep our players fresh for the Europa League final, which does come before the Coupe de France final as well. We'll show you the goals here. First of all, Bergval whipping in a corner as the ball is cleared only as far as Patrick Caron, making his first start for the season. Absolutely drills a shot in. Deflection comes off Baselli for an OG to give us the lead. In the 8th minute then, Marseille peg a goal back as Moriera finds the ball into Shito to make it 1 each. In the 53rd minute then, Marseille play a lovely bit of football to get out from the back. Comes to Elia Wahi and he fires in to make it 2-1. We do get another goal back as Baldanzi makes a run down the left hand side. He cuts the ball back to Bergval via deflection to make it 2-2. But in the 86th minute then, Obina, who is a player that's joining us in the summer, finds Gallagher, who's a player that nearly joined us next summer, finds a pass into Gurujaka, I'm not sure the pronunciation there, and his pass finds Alberto Shito again to make it 3-2. So it was. So all in all, it's been an excellent season. We've been crowned champions of Liga, champions of France. We do have potentially 2 more trophies to come this season. Absolutely ecstatic with the way we played. If we look at the transfer business we've done, the first piece of business, we brought in Kela Tuate. We brought in Luis Miguel Rosales. Fortunately, he was returned. We spent 41.5 million on Lucas Bergval. I feel like that money has been paid back for his performances. Similarly, Delano Winter, we paid 37.5 million, rising to 40.5 million. I definitely feel that that is been a very worthwhile deal. We brought in Danil Kuryakov. Of course, we're making his transfer permanent in the summer. Pavel Dvorak and Dmitry Yarosh never really got game time. Their loans were ended. Carlos Gutierrez joined us on a free transfer, and as you will have seen, his goals have been very important. Ibrahim Bamba, a very good defender, the defensive midfielder coming in, and after the sale of Evan and Coco, we spent half of the money. We spent half of the 64 million we received, bringing in Yusufa Mokoko, and he has scored some very important goals for us as well. Just a quick check, Mokoko with 20 games and 10 goals, so not a fantastic goal scoring return, but it has done very well for us. We've decided to give the players a rest. We have selected our best 11 for the Europa League final and our substitutes as well. So we're going to wrap it up for the domestic season. One quick little look at the trophy table. As we see in our Glory Hunter series, we have now crossed off the Liga title. There are only 3 trophies left to play for. We do have a Europa League final coming up. we do have the Coupe de France final coming up, and at the beginning of next season we will compete in the Trophée des Champions. So hopefully we can cross off all 3 of those in the next 3 games, after which time it'll be the start of season 12. I'm considering taking up an international appointment. The year is 2034. There will be an international competition. I don't remember if it's the Euros or the World Cup in the summer, but depending on which managers may lose their jobs after that competition, I may decide to extend this to an international competition as well. But for now, we're going to wrap it up for this episode. It's been a great first season. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. Obviously, I'm absolutely thrilled with the progress we've made. We're going to come back in the Europa League final. First of all, we're going to have another episode after that of the Coupe de France final as well. Hope you're enjoying it. Please leave your comments below. We love to hear your feedback. We'll see you in the next one. Until then, thank you very much and take care. Thank you for watching this video. I do hope you've enjoyed it. Please remember to subscribe to the channel. It helps us to grow. It helps us to bring you more videos like this. Please also leave a like and share the video as well. And please do leave a comment. We would love to hear your feedback also. That's it for now. You can watch one of these recommended videos, but we will see you in the next one. Until then, thank you and take care.